The purpose of DeputizeAmerica.org is very simple. It's to give us, the American people, a voice in the national conversation around safety for all Americans. We believe that Americans are responsible individuals. Americans have the right to protect themselves and others. No law, new or old, will stop terrorists, criminals, or crazy people. To create a safer society, the American people need to join together to protect themselves. Law enforcement does the best it can. However, it's rarely in a position to stop a deadly force crime. Only potential victims are in a position to stop a deadly force crime. Most Americans would appreciate someone stepping up to save their family from harm. Americans should have the right to not become a casualty. Thinking back over some of the tragedies of recent times, the Naval Yard in Washington, D.C. that left 12 dead and many more wounded. The Newtown, Connecticut shooting at the school that left 26 dead, including 20 children. And the Aurora, Colorado movie theater shooting that left 12 dead and 58 wounded. It makes one thing perfectly clear. The first responders in each of these cases are the potential victims themselves. That's right. The first responders in any deadly force crime are the victims themselves. Our goal is to stop these kind of casualties. The only way to do that is to empower Americans to look out for other Americans. That's what Deputize America is all about. Now is the time to empower the American people. Now is the time to honor the American people by ensuring their rights to self-protection. Now is the time to make it easy for Americans to protect themselves. Maybe it's time for the good citizens of this country to stop being scared. How would it feel to know that millions of qualified Americans had your back? An American deputy committed to act. The power of the American people is that in a crisis, they've always risen to the task. The tragic events of 9/11 created a new badge of honor for serving and protecting our country. Today, the conversation is about looking inside our country. The tragedies of deadly force being used against men, women, and children in this country outrages all Americans. The cowards that committed these acts knew they were going to be facing unarmed citizens. What would have happened if they knew qualified protectors were waiting for them? One thing we can be certain of is that terrorists, criminals, and crazy people will always be a threat. The question is, how do we protect ourselves against people who do not care about the consequences? Those who do not care about laws. Protect this country. Become an American deputy today. American deputy committed to act. How many Americans are willing to commit to act to save and protect American lives? Our goal is to create a voice that will be heard. I believe there are 10 million like-thinking, courageous Americans that will join this cause. We need every former military person, every banker, every housewife, every father, every school teacher. We need everyone in this country to join this cause. It's simple. Remember when you were a kid? Remember when you were scared of monsters, being in the dark, mean, angry people, whatever it was? When you were really, really scared, what did you want? What did we all want? Someone to show up and make things safe again, right? Be that person. That's what Deputize America is all about. We don't want you or your children to be afraid. Join us. Become an American deputy today. The population of the United States is 315 million people. There are approximately 800,000 police and law enforcement officers. Based on 3 shifts a day, that's 1 officer for every 1,174 citizens. Due to their workload, they're rarely in schools, churches, malls, sporting events for your children. The problem is, there are just not enough police to go around. The point is, as good as they are, and they are the best, when terror strikes, we're the ones that have to be prepared. By the time a call goes into 911, crime's been committed. In a deadly force attack, people are dying already. We're the ones that need to take care of it. Protect this country. Become an American deputy today. We need you.